Folks, welcome back to A Minute with Alan. This episode is Rolls Royce. Now, trigger alert, okay? If you don't like to hear about this stuff, just turn this off. You know, it's free. I don't have to return your money. But if you do, this is pretty funny. So, a clinician told me once, whom I hadn't asked, that I have these expensive cars because I'm overcompensating from my youth. I said, is there a remote possibility that I just like the cars? So here's what happens when you have something like this, which I admit is kind of rare, right? I had to make some notes here. We're in a restaurant, and my wife and I look out the window. We see a guy posing near the fender of my car. Somebody taking his picture. Comes inside. They escort him to a table, and it's his group. So on the way out, I stopped by, and I said, excuse me, I saw you having a picture taken with the Rolls. Is that your car? He said, oh, Lord, no, he said. We took the picture to send to my cousin Petey in the old country, show him how well I'm doing. Another time I'm parked in front of the bank I mentioned in the last episode with the sun. The top is down, and I fooling around my email or something before I started the engine, and a woman comes over and says, my God, is this a Rolls Royce? I said, yeah. She said, I thought these were only in the movies. I said, they are. The camera's over there. Smile. I was driving my friend, who's an anchor up here at the NBC affiliate and on a most popular radio show in New England. He was the Grand Marshal of the Columbus Day Parade, which they have up here on Federal Hill, which causes a great deal of strife with the woke crowd, but nevertheless, there it is. And I was his chauffeur. He sat in the back on the ledge of the Rolls, and I drove him through the parade. I think half the applause was for the car, only some of it was for him. When I drive up in front of some restaurants, the valets run out, and to make room, you'll hear them yell, move the Maserati. You know, I kind of like that. I keep a book in the back of the car, $1 Million Consulting. It's on the rear console in the back seat of the convertible. And I do it a little bit for luck and a little bit just, for promotion. One day my wife and I are having dinner. We see some people stop coming into the restaurant and look inside the car. And as they get into the restaurant, one guy says to the other guy, the two couples, do you think the guy got that car by reading that book? And the other guy says, no, I think he got the car by writing the book. I bought him a bottle of wine. Rolls publicity indicates that 94% of Americans have never seen a Rolls Royce on the road, never seen it in use. I am doing my best to rectify that. Public service.